This is the Audacity Show. I am your host, Mia Dunlap. This show is bringing you stories from young people who are under 30 and living their lives with audacity. This is the Audacity Show, and I am your host, Mia Dunlap. I want to introduce you to someone, Alea Joisanne. She's 23 years old, and she's using film to heal what's broken in her and in our communities. Alea, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You could be doing anything else with film, anything else in the world, and you're choosing to use film to heal.
Yes.
Tell me about your work.
Okay, the recent work, I'm working on a short film called Daddy's Girl Lost Love. And it's a short film about a young girl. She's excited to spend her spring break with her father, but the father is too wrapped up in a dead relationship with the mother, so his focus isn't on the daughter. The focus is on trying to get a family back together. And it's based off of my true story.
What does this story mean to you?
This story is such a healing process for me. It started off when I was a senior year at Bloomfield College, and our teacher asked us to have our thesis, our final project, be something that's your personal experience. So I wrote down a lot, and the Holy Spirit was tugging at me with this story with my father, like the last time I spent with him, and that was around 12. So I had to go back a little bit, and it just kept developing over time, and it means to me a healing process because the story actually is still being written as I'm going through it. So yeah.
It's so amazing when people are willing to put such vulnerable work in front of the world.
Yes.
What does it feel like?
It feels open, frustrating at times, but most of all, it feels rewarding because I know at the end that it's going to be rewarding.
Yeah. And I think rewarding for both you and our communities, as you've said to me before.
Yes.
Whose stories are you telling?
Okay, so I'm definitely, for the Daddy's Girl Lost Love project, that's my story.
Right.
But the other short films I've done in the past are different stories. The first one was called Listen to Me, so that was based off of another film I did called Kara's Diary, but I kind of intertwined it because I had to be a short. The second was The Battle Isn't Over Until God Says It's Over, and that was based off of my grandmother who passed away from stage 4 lung cancer.
Wow.
And I was telling her story through that, my mom and my grandmother's story through that one, and then came Daddy's Girl Lost Love, which is mine.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the number of people who seek healing in all kinds of ways, through therapy, through writing, through drinking, through smoking. They find all kinds of outlets, and you found film.
Yes.
How amazing.
Yes.
How did you get introduced to film?
Okay, I mean, film was always around me since a kid, but I didn't really know that that's the direction that I wanted to go in until I entered, but the year before I entered high school, and I went to a summer program called Harambe. And what happened was I was writing the script Kara's Diary around 12 in school, and then my mom saw that and was like, oh, okay, she likes to write, so let me just put her into a program that can help her with this. And that's when the film bug came about, because I was introduced to editing, I was introduced to the music, I was introduced to the cameras, and I was like, ooh, I like it. And that's how I got introduced to film. But I think that the writing and the acting was first, and then as soon as I got into the filmmaking, that's when everything just combined together.
Wow. What's next for you?
Oh man, okay, well right now I'm working on the short film, Daddy's Girl Lost Love. So that's the next project that will be completed soon, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, you've earned some awards for film already.
Yes, I have.
Tell me about those.
Okay, so the first, I always gotta keep remembering this, okay. The first award that I won was in high school, my senior in high school. It was the NAACP AXO competition, and I won, I think it was second place for that. Then I won first place for Women in Media in North.
Wow.
And that was the first two, because it was combined together for the same film.
Wow, and then you were featured in New Jersey News.
Yes, so the following year, my mom, actually twice. The first time I was featured on the show, New Jersey 12 News, it was a phone interview for Listen to Me. Then the second time, Dela Cruz asked me to come to the studio and do a spotlight on me, and that's when I talked about The Battle Isn't Over Till God Says It's Over, and amongst other things as well.
There are so many things you could be doing and with your time.
Yes.
What are you saying no to in your life in order to say yes to this?
All right, I'm gonna take it back to high school.
Okay.
So before I got into like filmmaking, I loved basketball. Basketball was like a hobby, but once I got to high school, I had to make the decision to play basketball or to do the acting stuff, which was around camp. So what happened was my mom's in the car like, look, the schedule is about to combine, you know, with your acting schedule, so you need to pick which one. And she wanted to make sure that I was the one that picked, not her. So I said, all right, Ma, I gotta go with the acting and the filmmaking because this is where I feel more comfortable, and this is my gift, my talent. Basketball is just a hobby. So I think that was my first no, and ever since then I was able to, you know, do like still kind of, you know, school and work, but also do film stuff on the side as well.
What do you hope the impact of your work is?
What do I hope the impact of my work is? I hope that I hope that it really heals anyone that's going through these situations. And I hope that if it's not the person directly, that it's someone else that they may know as well. So I hope that impact starts first, that they see this, that maybe it can start the healing process.
In order to make more films, you need more stories.
Yes.
What is your inspiration?
Oh man, I think my inspiration first and foremost comes from God. Because a lot of times God is talking to you, but you are so busy just
To you.
to me.
Yeah.
To me, talking to me.
To write the films that you're making.
Yes. Speaking to me, yes. So speaking to me, and sometimes I'm not listening in a sense, or I feel like, no, I don't want to do this. I want to do something else. And he's like, no, you need to tell this story. So I think my biggest inspiration comes from God. And then my second is my mother, because she is like the momager. She pushes me to the max. Like, no, Alea, you know, don't focus on anything else. You need to focus on what God has given you, which is the script, which is the ability to direct, the ability to write, the ability to act. Whatever you need to do, God has placed that on you, so you need to do that. So those are my two biggest inspirations.
Boy, wouldn't we all love to have a mom like that?
Yes, she's amazing. She is amazing.
That's so beautiful.
Yes.
I'm going to say a few sentence stems, and I
Okay.
want you to finish the statements however it comes up for you.
Okay.
I am
marvelous.
what I wish to create in the world is.
What I wish to create in the world is more peace, more serenity, more life.
God is.
God is awesome.
The arts is.
The arts is a place of inspiration. The arts is an outlet to self.
I have the audacity to.
I have the audacity to stand in my true, authentic self.
You're 23 years old. You have a world ahead of you. And I'm so excited that you stopped here at the Audacity Show to share a little bit of that with us.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here, Alea.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything else before we leave you want to share?
I just think the recent film, Daddy's Girl Lost Love, is going to be one of my most favorite films, but the most that's going to really touch a lot of other people's lives, because it's coming from me.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited for the world to see Daddy's Girl Lost Love.
Thank you. I can't wait to see it.
All right.
And thank you for tuning in to hear all about Alea and what she has to offer this world. I am your host, Mia Dunlap. This is the Audacity Show, and we'll see you next week.